Hey, 7th graders, today we are doing Chapter 10, Lesson 4. We're doing simple and compound interest, and you're going to need your formula chart and scratch paper. All right, so let's talk about this. We're doing simple interest. Now, simple interest is the one that's done the least amount in the real world. So like out in real world, we don't really do a whole lot of simple interest. Mainly we focus on compound interest. All right, so let's look at this. Simple interest is interest calculated as a percent of the original loan. So I'm going to use Tate as an example. Let's say I need to borrow $100. And I go to Tate and I say, okay, Tate, I need to borrow $100. And he says, all right, Miss Mitchell, I'll let you borrow $100, but I'm going to charge you 10% interest. Okay, so I'm going to borrow $100 for him, but I'm going to have to pay him back the $100 plus a little because he did allow me to borrow $100. So let's look and see. All right, so let's say that he did let me borrow the $100. Let's look at this formula and what does this formula mean? And you really can't see very good. There's a glare. I don't know how to get it. Anyway, okay, so the I is the interest, the amount of interest. The P right here, and the P stands for the principal. The principal is what I'm borrowing. I'm borrowing $100. Okay, the rate is the percent. So Tate is charging me 10%. But this says we got to turn it to a decimal. You can't really see it because of the stupid glare. So the rate, the percent, turn to a decimal. And then T is the time it's going to take me to pay it back. 1 year. Okay? And time is always done in years. So if it was 6 months, half a year, 6 months is half of a year, I would put 0.5 or I'd multiply it by 1/2, okay? So just keep that in mind. Time is always done in years, okay? All right, so the principal, let's say $100. I borrow $100 from Tate. I'm going to times it by the rate, which is 10%. And we said 10% has to be a decimal. So boom, boom, move it 2 places to the left. So times 0.1, and then I'm going to borrow, it's going to take me 1 year to pay it back. Well, 100 times 0.1, I'm going to move the decimal 1 place to the left. So then I have 10 times 1, which is 10. So he's going to make $10 off of me in 1 year because I am borrowing $100 plus he's going to charge me the interest rate. So when I pay him back, I'm not paying him back just $10. I'm paying him back $110 because I borrowed $100 and 10% of $100 is $10. Okay, so he's getting $110 back when it's all said and done. All right, so now let's look at compound interest. Okay, so compound interest is where interest is calculated on both the amount I borrow plus the previous interest. So let's say it's going to be, I'm going to say, okay, look, it's probably going to take me 2 years to pay back, Tate, okay? This is how we would calculate that. We have annual or actual total times, I'm borrowing $100, and we have 1, this is the number 1 plus the rate, which we already said was 0.1, and then it's going to take me 2 years to the second power. All right, so 1 plus 1.1 is going to be 100 times 1.1 squared. Well, 1.1 times 1.1, 1, 0, 1, 1, is 121, so 1.21. Okay, so now, erase this, guys. So now we have 100 times 1.21. All right, so I'm going to do 1.21 times 100. Okay, boom, boom, 121, and I'm moving the decimal 2 places. So it would cost me $121 to pay Tate back in 2 years. So he would make, if I borrowed $100 from him from the beginning, and he said 10% interest, so it's 10% the first year and then 10% the second year. He's going to make $21 off of me, okay? So this is what we're going to do today. I'm going to do a couple examples with you, and then you're going to do it on your own, okay? Super easy. All right, guys, make sure that you have your formula chart. And let's look at this. We're going to compound. We're going to do some compound and simple interest. Let me make this a little bigger. All right, so it wants us to calculate the simple interest earned and the total balance, and we're going to round to the nearest cent if necessary. So let's just start with number 1. $590 is deposited into a savings account that earns 4.25 simple interest for 3 years. All right, so we're going to start with our formula. Simple interest, we know it is I equals PRT. The principal, how much we are putting in, $590, $590. And the rate, it says 4.25%. Now, remember, we cannot multiply by 4.25%. We got to move this decimal 2 places to the left. So it's actually 0.0425. And it says the time is 3 years. All right, so what I would do first is I would probably do 3 times 590. I don't know why. You don't have to. You can really multiply in any order. But I'm going to do 5 times 390. 590 and 3, 0, 27, 2, 15, 17. Okay, so now I have 1,770 times 0.425. And I'm not even doing it right, Miss Mitchell. 0.0425. All right, now I'm going to multiply this by this. Erase what I have. 1770.0425. All right, 0, 5 times 0. 7 times 5 is 35. That 5 can stay. 3 got to go. And I'm going to the wrong place. Okay, sorry. 7 times 5 is 35 plus 3 is 38. 8 can stay. 3 got to go. 1 times 5 is 5 plus 3 is 8. Right now it's 0. 0 times 2, I'm going to scratch this out. 0 times 2 is 0. 7 times 2 is 14. 4 can stay. 1 got to go. 7 times 2 is 14 plus 1 is 15. 5 can stay. 1 got to go. 1 times 2 is 2 plus 1 is 3. Scratch, scratch. Only 2 eggs this time. Okay, now we have 0 times 4. It's 0. 4 times 7 is 28. 8 can stay. 2 got to go. 7 times 4 is 28 plus 2 is 30. 0 can stay. 3 got to go. 1 times 4 is 4 plus 3 is 7. Okay, so it's 0. 5, 12. 8 and 8 is 16 plus 5. Or wait. 8 and 8 is 16. 16 plus 6 is. I'm losing my mind. 16 plus 6 is. It's not 22. Yeah, it is. 22. The 2 gets to stay, and the 2 gets to go. 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, now. 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. Okay, I gotta move my decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so the interest would be $75, and this 5 is gonna bump that 2 to a 3.23. So $75.23. That's how much interest you have. But it wants us to figure out what is the total that is deposited into the account. Okay, so it wants us the total balance. So at the end of 3 years, so we're going to have, this is how much interest that makes. But we put in $590. 590 plus $75.23. So in 3 years, in that savings account, there will be $665.23 if you don't touch it. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, let's do number 3. I feel like that would be a little easier to do. All right, number 3. $4,200 is deposited in a savings account that earns 4.5% simple interest for 6 years. So interest, the principal is $4,200. The rate is 4.5. We got to move that 2 places. So 0.045. And the time is 6 years. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and multiply this by this and then multiply by 6. Okay. So we have 4,200 times 0.045. All right, so 0 times 5 is 0. 0 times 5 is 0. 2 times 5 is 10. 0 can stay. 1 got to go. 4 times 5 is 20 plus 1 is 21. Scratch, scratch like a head. 0 times 4 is 0. 0 times 4 is 0. 4 times 2 is 8. And 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, 0, 0, 0. 9, 8, 1. So 1, 2, 3 decimal places. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now we have $189, and we're going to multiply that by 6 years. Okay. 189 times 6. 9 times 6 is 54. 4 can stay. 5 got to go. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 plus 5 is 53. 3 can stay. 5 got to go. 1 times 6 is 6 plus 5 is 11. So the interest on that would be $1,134. And that's in the savings account also. Okay, so that's how much they're going to earn in 6 years with 4.5% interest if you put that in there. So let's see how much they're going to have total at the end. So we're going to add the interest to the principal. How much we put in. How much we started with. Okay, 0 plus 4 is 4, 0 plus 3 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, and 4 plus 1 is 5. So they'd end up with $5,334 if they didn't touch it. That's pretty good. Let's start with the compound interest. We're going to make a little table right here. So what it wants us to do, it says complete the table and calculate the compound interest earned for the total balance and the total balance. Okay. So $1,400 is deposited into a savings account that earns 6% compound interest. Remember, compound is adding on. Sorry, guys. Adding on. Compound interest compounded annually for 3 years. And we're going to round it to the nearest cent. Okay, so year one, we start with $1,400. Okay, PRT, my principal is $1,400. We're multiplying by the rate, which is 6%. And we know that's going to equal, boom, boom, 0.06. So times 0.06. And then the time, it says annually, and we know that annually is 1. So we're going to figure this out for this year, okay? And there is another formula you can use, but it's super hard. I would not do it without a calculator. Okay, so let's do 1,400 times 0.06. Okay, so we have 0, 0. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 can stay. 2 got to go. 1 times 6 is 6 plus 2 is 8. And we're going to move it over 2 places. Okay, so the first year, you earn $84 in interest. Okay, so if we add $84 to $1,400, that's going to be, we're going to start year 2 with $1,482. Okay, so we just take, 84. I'm losing my mind, people. Okay, so here we take the 84, the interest earned. This is how much we have at the beginning of year 2. So we're going to use the same formula, principal times rate times time. So, but this time instead of 1,400, we have 1,484 times our interest, 0.06 times annually, okay? So 1 times anything is itself. So we'll do the 1,484 times 06, 0.06. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 can stay. 2 got to go. Plus 2, sorry. 8 times 6 is 48. 48 plus 2 is 50. The 0 can stay. The 5 got to go. 4 times 6 is 24. And 24 plus 5 is 29. The 9 can stay. The 2 got to go. 1 times 6 is 6. And 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay, and we've got 2 decimal places. So now the interest earned is $89.04. All right, so I've got to take that interest and add it to my starting balance. So I have 1,484.00, and I'm going to add $89.04. So 4 and 9 is 13. 3 can stay. 1 got to go. 8 and 8 is 16 plus 1 is 17. 7 can stay. 1 got to go. 1 and 4 is 5, and 1 plus nothing is nothing. So at the beginning of year 3, we have a starting balance of $1,573.04. And again, same formula. We're taking our balance that we're starting year 3 with, we're multiplying it by our rate, 6%, 0.06, and then it's annually is just 1 year. Okay, so $1,573.04 times 0.06 times 1, okay? So 1,573.04 times 0.06. Now we're going to be having 4 decimal places in this time to move. Okay, so 4 times 6 is 24. 4 can stay. 2 got to go. 0 times 6 is 0 plus 2 is 2. 3 times 6 is 18. The 8 can stay. The 1 got to go. 7 times 6 is 42, and 42 plus 1 is 43. The 3 can stay. The 4 got to go. 5 times 6 is 30, and 30 plus 4 is 34. The 4 can stay. The 3 got to go. 1 times 6 is 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So we have to move it 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now, this year, you earn $94, and we've got to round it. So this 2 is not going to do anything to the 8. $94.38, all right? So in 3 years, you're earning that much when you compound it annually. Okay, so the second part down here, I'm not going to do number 7. It's going to take up too much time. What is the total balance after 3 years? Okay, so we're going to take the total balance right here, the interest earned for year 3, and add it to our starting balance. $1,573.04 plus $94.38. 4 plus 8 is 12. The 2 can stay. The 1 got to go. 0 plus 3 is 3 plus 1 is 4. I was almost multiplying. 3 plus 4 is 7. And 7 plus 9 is 16. 6 can stay. 1 got to go. 1 and 5 is 6. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So at the end of 3 years, you've earned $1,667.42 is how much you have in your savings account, or what is, yeah, savings account. So in 3 years, just having your money sit in a bank with 6% interest, you're going to earn $94.38. Life skills, guys. You've got to have these skills. All right, guys. So listen, we have one more lesson after this one, and we're done for the year with learning new things. So good luck on your assignment. I hope that you have your formula chart, scratch paper, and you have 0 questions.